seconds.
Well, Coach, any Florida resident will tell you that afternoon pop-up showers and storms are the norm, and that's exactly what we have right now. Actually expecting a pretty steady rain throughout today here in Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This is taking you to the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. And to give this time to the tailback. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost.
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. DeAndre Hopkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken at the 3.
Let's go. Let's do it. At their own 31-yard line.
Got it. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kyler Fackrell, the linebacker. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school, he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
That one throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
At the 2-yard line.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm scared.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Mike Daniels able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. This is taken at the 23. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Luck. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Luck. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Murray now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
I'm coming for you, son. Okay.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Complete to Jones. 27 yards there, a 1st down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Got an open man. It's Ratley.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
49, check 49, check 49. Sponge, sponge, sponge. Shift, watch the shift. Arm it. Yup.
Throwing again, Murray. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here.
Let's go. It's the end. 55, Mike. You ain't got nothing. Check your hot read. Trump.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns drive about to get started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Check out. 674. Check out.
3rd and 2, Lock. And it's complete to Kelsey. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Luck on first down. Flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Luck. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Right. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Go. Check.
They'll run here with Balazs. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Balaj. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
At the 26-yard line.
On second and 11 now. Murray. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Julio Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead will shrink to 6. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Lott. And a catch made by Hopkins. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're march off another 15 against your squad.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And down inside the 15 he goes. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a...
Oh, now Murray has it stripped.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. Got an open man. It's Foster.
Here comes the boom. I see you, boy. I see you.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
Push him back. Push him back.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Mike Daniels in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Block on 3rd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey. Wide. Get wide.
Now Balaj. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
From the 31, Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. This is Grant. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Luck. It's complete to Hopkins. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Here's Locke. Airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. And they give this time to the tailback. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Throwing on 3rd down. Luck. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Devin White able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Pushing his way through. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
I'm coming.
They run it with Balaj. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Mike Daniels makes the tackle. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
He's coming, double up. Echo. Flare. Slam.
Now Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the...
Let's go! It's a gain of 22 yards. Move those chains. That's good for a Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up. Go. Jim.
Now a handoff here to his running back. The tackle made there by Kyler Fackrell.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the Browns' 38-yard line.
60 outlaws. 54 Mike. Rip left.
Again, it's Balaj. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. He's checking crap. Under 10.
Now again, right side. It's Grant. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They go back to Grant. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking to throw on second down. Luck. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked.
Like how they started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kyler Fackrell able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. On 2nd down, here's Murray. It's complete. Stills. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Jaguars, first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. He completes it to Jones. 23 yards the pickup there. Murray now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
It's our time. Mark 55! Mark 55! Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Mike Daniels. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
54.
Murray going to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Crunch, crunch, crunch. Say, slam, slam, slam. Out, out. Short. Go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Desmond Trufant with a sack. The corner blitz hits home.
A 6-yard loss. It's 4th down.
Sack City, baby. Wahoo. Mike,
Murray sets to throw on 4th. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Throwing is long. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap for Love. It's Kelsey on the grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Luck going to try to run the option left. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The Browns on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, Luck. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 34. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He's going to loft one deep left, and this is caught inside the 5. That one good for 37 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw, it's Murray. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown.
Check. Fresh now. Fresh. Get it all. West. 17. Hot 7. Mike 55. Hey, eat. Defense, wins up.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Luck. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Mike 54. Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4.
Back to throw. Buying time to his left. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. D Ford in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. So Cleveland able to come away with